Hi, Jen here from Jen Michelle Coaching. Today I want to talk about 3 ways to be the change you want to see in your relationship. This is a topic that I deal with a lot. How can I make my partner show up as a kinder, more loving, more respectful, more doting, more affectionate man? We'll have a list of changes that we want to see in him, and the question becomes, how do I inspire this man to want to do these things and bring out this really beautiful side in him? And for those of you that haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to invite you to do so. I release a video Sundays of each week. So let's get started on this topic. Number 1, notice when you go into survival mode. So one thing you want to really be mindful of is we are wired for survival. So when something happens in a relationship and we get triggered or we get activated, we are wired to go into the absolute worst case scenario. Not a little bit bad or a little bit more bad, but the absolute worst case scenario, meaning our body has prepped itself like we are in the cave in danger if we do not get this outcome. And we really have to be so mindful of how our instincts are and to recognize that this is not that kind of situation, and to bring ourselves back up and to insert mindfulness and to really create that stillness within to regulate so we can take action from that strong, beautiful space within us that allows us to see things clearly, recognizing that nothing bad is going to happen. We are not at risk in that way. Number 2, because when we change the way we respond, meaning we're moving from reacting to responding, we start to create the changes that we want to see in him. We start to create the opening to inspire that. But if we are caught in the cycle of telling him all the things he needs to be doing differently in order for us to be happy or for him to see the version of us that he fell in love with, then we get nowhere. We end up being 2 guys in a bar fighting, essentially. And so someone has to be willing to take the higher road and start making the necessary changes to see what's possible. And it really comes down to, okay, I can only inspire this man through action, not through my words, not through telling him what he needs to do. He needs to hug me more, he needs to kiss me more, he needs to do this more, but instead invite him in through energetically making those shifts within yourself where you're easy to be around and you are the invitation for him, and he feels that warmth and that softness and that ability to let go and, be all of the qualities that you are seeking from him. So it really becomes a matter of embodying these qualities that you wish and desire for more within him. Number 3, start making changes to self-regulate and to really calm your central nervous system and to change the patterns and the activation and the impulses that fire off so quickly. And this can be done, but so often a woman will want it done immediately, and you can't go from a really agitated, impulsive, fast-paced person to a calm, peaceful woman overnight. These are micro shifts and little baby steps that accumulate over time that then lead you to become the best version of yourself. And so it's really about making progress and not being perfect, starting right where you are, taking baby steps. So if you can handle something today a little bit differently, with this awareness now really being the central focal point of where you're taking action from, then you're going to definitely be in a different space than you were yesterday, and so on and so forth. So start to regulate by infusing your breath into it, grounding your heels, recognizing where you are, bringing some awareness by maybe touching your arms or your legs, but really recognizing that you're not in that time capsule going back to a little girl that didn't get her needs met, that you are in this moment now and you are with him and you have a real opportunity to handle things differently. And as you really practice this, you will grow so much in your ability to be that change that you want to see in the relationship. So I invite you to practice this, and recognizing that over time I have seen this done, and it can create absolutely transformative results for women. So practice these techniques, and I invite you to share anything that comes up for you. Have a beautiful day, and you can go to my site at jenmichellecoaching.com to book a discovery session with me on my contact page.